H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, hold up, y'all, and today it's, wait a minute, is your day Wednesday? Is your day Women Rock Wednesday today? What's going on? Where my women at? Where my girls at? I can't find y'all. Something going on. I can't find you. I see you over here, but I don't see you over there. I see Sonya over here, but Sonya ain't popping up in my main screen. But you know what? I ain't worried about because I know my girl there. Let me see. Let me see over. Let me see who else is in. Let me see who else is in the building. Hold up. Some more people in the building. Hold up. Sonya, okay, I see the guys. I just don't. But guess what, Sonya? We're gonna start with you. I can't see you, Sonya. They want you there, but they ain't put you on my screen for some reason. But I see that you yes. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. See, you know what? 3 people have already thumbs up all soon as they got on the show, and I love that. Did everybody share the show? Yes, unique show today. Women Rock Wednesday. You already know I'm gonna have some earth-shattering, something something a little bit different. Cause we got to put on for the women. You know, we got to put on for the women. But let me see. It's just so much stuff. Thank you for everybody who came out to the Brian and Dean Foundation's uh, annual golf tournament. Y'all just had so much fun. I mean, I flew all the way back here just to participate in that event, and it's just good to be a part of something like that. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed giving back to the kids. Enjoyed just giving back to people, and really having people experience something that they have never experienced before. It was most unique. Um, Y'all, I got to give you some of the stuff. I got to show you some of the stuff. I went out there messing with people. Well, let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see. Watch this. Let's watch this clip. Boom.
Yes, sir.
What you plan on hitting? How many yards you to the green?
I am going to go 65.5 yards to the flag. I'm going to lay it about a yard behind it, maybe spin it back 6 inches for a 2-foot putt.
Why did I ask this man anything? And you know what? And I got Robert Young here, but I got a guy in back of him to here. I'm not gonna put him on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Cause I don't. I'll let y'all see his swing in a minute. But let me see what Boone got.
See what I got.
Hold up, Boone. Let me get behind you.
Oh,
freaking terrible, y'all. Look at this shit. Freaking terrible, y'all. He can't. Mr. Boone.
Yes, sir.
What you plan on hitting? That's how much fun. I was going around. I got some more stuff. I was going around just talking to people. Tanya, this was going on at the golf tournament yesterday. I had some more stuff. I think I showed y'all the crowd. Watch this. Oh, you want live? I wasn't going to have your ass live. I want to be able to edit. Robert Young, ladies and gentlemen. Now y'all, the world famous, Louisiana's finest, Baton Rouge finest.
That's right, I'm on the green.
Johnny Jones.
Miss.
Look at my coach. Hey, the man can coach. That was Coach Johnny Jones of the Texas Southern men's basketball team. Man, he was had so much fun with him. Man, he just the people that were playing with him, the group. They didn't call everybody. Didn't call me, just telling me, man, he was a joy to play with. He was a joy to be out there. Because usually we put one celebrity with a group, and we had some groups that had 2 or 3 celebrities. We had enough celebrities to go around. You get a chance to play with guys. They said Darryl Green, when he talked and when he played, Hall of Famer Darryl Green from the Houston area, when he talks and he used football terms when he playing golf. Telling y'all we in the fourth quarter. You know, he's so enthralled and so love football. He used football analogy when he was helping the people around the greens. Tanya, you should have came down. Tanya, you missed it. Tanya, I'm just telling you. I know you live out of town, but Tanya, this event is worth driving to town and spending a couple of days for yourself. You know, I know you go out town watching your sons play. Sometimes we got to do stuff for ourselves. And that was a very therapeutic moment. Like Bilal Badley said, he didn't just realize how nice it was just being out on the golf course and being outside in the elements. And guys like that, I love how Bilal Badley for U of H basketball, men's basketball, he came out as a guest. He rode around with me, and he just was saying, he just realized every hole. He's got 18 holes in golf, in case you didn't know. And I just found out not too long ago that the reason it's 18 holes in golf because it's the guy they invented golf in England over in the old country, and the guy that invented it or founded it, however you discovered it, he said he would drink a shot of whiskey when he was designing the course, a shot of whiskey every hole. And then the last, had 18 shots in the bottle. So that's why he stopped at 18. And it's unique, man. When he said that, it was just unique. And every hole got its own characteristics. And I like to say every three holes got their same personality. The 1 through 3 got a personality. 4 through 6 got a personality. 7 through 10 got a personality. 11, I like this. So it's just different. We had alligators over there. I mean, we got the elements. We got they don't come up there and mess with you. Now, if you do, you see one, just keep on going. But it's just so you know when, like one day, like you said, man, why you play this course every day? Because the course change every day. Guess what? The wind is blowing from left to right one day. That's a different course. The wind is blowing into your face. That's a different course. The wind is playing behind your back. That's a different course. So the ball's gonna go farther if it's behind your back. The ball gonna go shorter if it's so you got to adjust to it. It's just so many elements. If it rains, you got to dry your clubs off. You got to put a rain suit on. It's just so much stuff. And when it's cold, the ball don't travel as far. When it's hot, the ball you can hit it a long ways. So it's Naisha. I'm glad to see you here, Miss Phillips. I think I saw somebody else. Hey, Leroy. I'm just explaining golf because we had a golf tournament the other day. It was just so unique, man. Let me see if I have another one for y'all. I think I showed y'all the crowd. And this is a young lady I help teach how to play right here.
Give me a practice shot.
It's all right. Just hit a little bit behind.
Give me a practice shot.
Just a few months ago, she didn't know how to play. She came out there messing with Robert Hatter. Did y'all see that swing? Tanya, did you see that swing? Tanya's better than Charles Barkley's. He pay all that money to all them people. She just, but she listens. Naisha, who else? I think Sonya. She listened, and she put herself in a position where she's able to come out there a few times a week, and she's going to get better. And I just love being a part of it. And it's Women Rock Wednesday. I love it. I love it. Y'all don't understand how it warms my heart when I see a person that, when she just come out there and watch her husband play. I mean, fiance play. And now she can play with anybody. She came, the first year she came, she watched the tournament. This time she participated in the tournament. Did y'all hear what I just said? Last year, she was just a spectator to come out and help. This year, now she participated in the tournament. With the help of the old man. The old man helped out a little bit, Dorsey. I just love the game of golf, if you can tell. But you know what? Y'all, can I talk to y'all today? I don't care. Y'all need to share this show. Like, did I show? You know what? I think I did already. Because there's some stuff going to be said today, Tanya. Your friends going to have to hear this. Kirk Dorsey, Naisha, your friends going to need to hear this. Yeah. Tell a friend, tell another friend. Matter of fact, everybody text somebody right now. Text the last 5 people that asked you for something and text them and said, you know what, you need to get on this show. Because I got a phone call from a partner this morning. You know, we had a little talk. And he was telling me about, because he told me something. And I take it for granted because that's who I am and that's who I am. He said, Robert, every time me and you talk on the phone, we talk about something positive, about some constructive, about doing things, a vision and stuff like that. You know, we talk about stuff like that. He said, you're always upbeat. You're always, he said, I know you're human. You ain't always happy, but you always need, Naisha, I didn't realize people be watching that. I didn't realize. I was walking down the street. I was in California, Kirk Dorsey, and Anisha. I was just walking down the street. No, let me see. Yeah, I'm walking down the street. Just walking down the street, going to the crypto arena. And I passed by this hotel. Passed by, peeked in, looked in, just took a look. I saw some stuff that was looking nice. So I passed by. So security guy came out and said, come here, man. Why don't you stop? I said, man, I'm not dressed, man. I got on shorts. I'm just giving my daily walk. And he said, man, let me tell you something. Come back at any time. My name is, I got Darren, something like that. I wrote it down because I forgot his name already. He said, man, anytime you want to come, whatever we doing here, man, you come. He said, man, the way you walk and how you spoke to people when you passed by. He said, man, I take this for granted, Stephen Adams, because that's who I am and that's who I would be. I mean, that's just me. But it just make you feel when people do that to you. But it's just. But my partner was calling me and said, man, I said okay. He said, but I'm on a group text with a whole lot of bunch of Negroes who's every day they want to talk about Kamala Harris. So instead of getting on the group call and support her, they getting on a group text bashing her. Black men, from the couple of them he told me about, Stephen Adams. Stephen Adams, what's wrong with us when we don't like ourselves? She ain't this and she ain't this and she ain't this black, she ain't that. How black do you have to be? Because the other candidate ain't black at all. And he don't like your black ass. So how black do we have to be, gentlemen? The gentleman who on that call and on the text and, all of you. It's people organizing all over the world. And I ain't saying you got to do what other people do. But why you have to do stuff, Brandon Reedfall? Why do guys get on group text talking negative about a woman and y'all can't measure up to none of her accomplishments? Just sit back and just say, hey, support her. Just sit back and support her. I mean, it didn't even make me mad. He just said, my partner, he called me, he said, man, that's why I like to talk to you. That's why I like to text you. Because you always got something, you breathe life into people, and other people talk death into people. Shout a show, y'all. Because y'all got a lot of people that y'all know right now that every time they talk, they speak in death to something. They're trying to, it's always negative. And some of y'all might be a little negative. It's okay. I'm gonna exercise that demon at you if you be around me long enough. But you know how I used to say, man, some of these girls need to put on some clothes and put on some clothes and put on some clothes. Don't be out here doing this and don't be on that. I said, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. So, but I understood something last night. I understood Meg Thee Stallion is smarter and more brilliant than I think. I looked at her music. I don't listen to her music. All that old. Yeah, that's too much for me. But the young lady was on, her and Quavo was at the rally in Atlanta for Kamala Harris last night, right? The young woman, Meg Thee Stallion, know her assignment. She was fully clothed. She had a blue pants, blue jacket, thing up under, whatever, up under. But she understood her assignment. Her assignment was, happy birthday, Mindy. Happy birthday, baby. Where you at? Well, she ain't thinking about us right now. Dennis got her hemmed up somewhere right now. But happy birthday, Mindy, if you hear the show later. But Sonya and Crystal, I opened my eyes a little bit last night. Y'all know how I am. Sonya, you know I'm hard on you if I don't think you're right. But if you come to me with some facts, Sonya, you already know I done changed my mind a million times on this show. Happy birthday, Josephine. Mindy, you and Josephine. Josephine is my sister-in-law, but I call her my sister. She's on the feed right now. Both of y'all birthday today. Two of my favorite women. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. Let me tell you, thank you for what you do for the Chop Shop. Let me tell you something. Ladies and gentlemen, Mindy, Sonya Billings, let me tell you something. These women, I can't remember them not supporting the Chop Shop. I can't remember. These two women. So when I don't see their names up there, I get weary. But let me get back, and that's why I need my women on the show. This Women Rock Wednesday. Share, because I need y'all to help me with this, yo. Because guess what? Y'all, I learned something. And when I learned something, I want to talk to y'all a little bit about it now. But Meg put on some clothes last night. Your young lady understood her task, but you had critics. Why is some guy came on there and hold on, hold up, y'all. Some guy tried to tell me, well, Robert, wait, we didn't try to tell me. Well, he tried to equate what she did last night, and he just don't. People just don't. They don't get it. They tried to equate this with this.
These leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community, and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. I just told you.
And I'm an advocate for that. Y'all know I have. But on this platform, Meg Thee Stallion didn't say she was a leader. She was talking about the leader. She was ushering the leader onto the stage. She wasn't trying to be a leader. She didn't tell you nothing about policy. She said it's a badass woman about to go on this stage that knows all about this policy. And my job is to bring you in so you can hear it. Because y'all listen to me. Y'all want to watch me shake my ass. But this time, you going to come in and listen to something of substance. The young lady had an assignment. Quavo had an assignment. He wanted to talk about gun violence because what? His best friend got shot in Houston by a dude just shot the boy. They just at a little place at the damn Lucky Strike just having fun, and some damn fool won't shoot the boy. So, of course, these people have lived the experience. And let me tell you about I had to study this because I'm not one of them dudes that go on here tweeting and texting each other back in a silo. That's what I call those text threads. They're in a silo, a echo chamber. You just want the people to echo off of you. Well, you don't like it, I don't like it. You don't like it, I don't. I like to hear other opinions. Y'all know I usher in other opinions all the time. Share this show. I need people to be listening to this. I'm finna share something with y'all that ain't nobody sharing. Right now, y'all need to be sharing this show. What's up, Chris? Thank you for your information, Chris. But Rick, I'm glad you're here. Rick, because you probably might know them people on that text thread that's talking negative about Kamala Harris. I got something for you today. And Rick, I let some people in the beginning tell me something about it. But I went and found out about it for myself. Like people gonna tell me something about you. Somebody might say something about Crystal. But I'm gonna go and see about what Crystal got going on myself. I don't need nobody to tell me about Crystal. I don't need nobody to tell me about Rick. I already know Rick. Rick ain't perfect. None of us perfect. Robert Allen ain't perfect. But I ain't finna let nobody else just sit there and run them. We got a problem. We hate each other. And the reason I say we hate each other, when you talk about me, you hate you. When you talk about, I'm just like you. Because them other people, if they stop us in the car, me and you in the car together, they taking both of us. They don't like none one of us. So all of us is, no matter what you think, how our differences are, all of us are one. But let me keep going. I saw Meg Thee Stallion on the stage last night. She dressed up. She can't help it. She fine. And you gonna see her curve. She can't help it. I love it. Because I can't help it. She fine. But what she was talking about, the young lady, Curtis George, was nobody get to tell us what to do with our bodies. Then she proceeded to play her song, Body, Body, Yaddy. You follow me? Nobody, the Republicans trying to tell you women what to do with their bodies. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman, let me tell y'all something. This young woman, Meg Thee Stallion, I had to study this. She had always been an advocate for women having bodily autonomy. Ed Russell, I went and studied it. I didn't get on no tweet. I didn't get on no group text and text Ed Russell. Man, I'm sick of all these women out there. Yeah, women don't run nothing. Women don't. I didn't go to Chris. Women don't run nothing. No. These guys back and forth. In these echo chambers. Look it up if you don't know what I mean. In these silos. Everybody's saying everything that you want to hear. I love, Mindy know it. Ed Russell know it. I love it when somebody put a comment up there that I don't agree with. It makes my day. I love it. Because what I'm going to do, just give me the facts. Instead of your opinion, one of my favorite people on here, Mindy, she used to come up here, right, that's my opinion. And I bet she's getting somebody else right now. You better not go mess with Mindy at work or wherever. Because all she going to tell you, but that's your opinion, but come with me with facts. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I got to hit myself for that one. Hold up. I said. But this young lady, Meg Thee Stallion, was always been an advocate for women having their bodily autonomy. Why is you old ass white men worried about these women's bodies? Don't forget now, the Republicans are trying to take away, listen to me, your bodily autonomy. Do the people in that group chat, do y'all know that when y'all talking negative about that, why I can't vote for no woman? Do y'all know that the Republicans are trying to take away your woman, your wife, your daughter body, and your daughter get raped at 12 years old? She can't get an abortion because these people told her she can't do it. She get raped by a stepdaddy or something like that. People telling a 12-year-old girl she can't get an abortion. She got to have a basket by that damn pedophile. Y'all got to understand what's at stake here and quit worried about how black somebody is. How black is your black ass? Because all your skin folk ain't your kin folk. Some of y'all black as hell and white on the inside. Because I'm looking at your actions. But let me keep going. Talking about, and to somebody to come up and talking about Meg is holding us back. Meg is holding us, but she ain't holding me back because I know what she is. I don't depend on Meg, but if that young woman got something to say and she got an issue, that's what Kamala Harris told. I told y'all yesterday. She asking all you dudes on the text. She asking y'all, what do you want? What are your ask? Instead of worrying about how black I am and how white my husband is, what do you want? And ain't now one of y'all, and that's what y'all do when y'all friends be on these group chats talking. Ask them, man, what do you want? Because she asking, what do you want? I got to watch. I don't know who Joel Deffenbaugh. I don't know who that guy is. So y'all, we got to watch him. I don't know him. I ain't never seen his name up there before. What's up, Joel? It's a safe space, but don't come on here trolling, Joel. Because you got the troll master over here. The troll exterminator. The troll exterminator is right here, Joe. But welcome, Joe. But I ain't seen the name. And when I'm getting to talking about this, and I'm talking about my strong black women, I see a new name. Come on now, I've been doing this for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, they're trying to take away your this Women Rock Wednesday. Ain't this Women Rock Wednesday? Ladies and gentlemen, they're trying to take away women's reproductive rights. And then they're talking about how these people looking at y'all. How these white people looking at y'all. How these conservatives looking at you. Let me tell y'all something. Nobody worry about what conservatives think about her. The last time I checked, they don't think of us as human beings in the first place. Kamala Harris, listen to me, my black women. Kamala Harris carries herself with dignity, and they still call her a hoe and call her out of her name. You think I'm lying? Hold on. Let me find it for you. Hold on. Think I can't find it for you? Hold on. Where my glasses at? Kirk Collins ain't playing today. Oh, you CME Elite. Okay, baby, I love you, baby. I love you, Joe. Thank you, baby. Hey, CME Elite. My man. Watch this, y'all. Watch this now. Hold on, y'all. I got to show y'all this, man. This is one of our best and brightest women on this planet. And at the Republican National Convention, Joe, that's what they was handing these out. Joe and the hoe must go. It's got to go. This just a couple weeks ago. Joel. They don't talk about Kamala. They're going to talk about Meg. They just like to talk negative. Black women are the most disrespected creatures on this earth. That's why I'm always protecting them. I don't need my glasses no more. She carries herself with dignity, and they still call her a hoe. And call her out of her name. Y'all understand me? Did anybody understand that? Anybody getting that? Because I don't see nobody. I need somebody to share this show. Because I need some more people on here. Because y'all, I love y'all, but y'all ain't saying enough for me. Because when I get up here rolling like this, I need somebody to talk to me. Maybe Trey Phillips will say something. Maybe Clinton Preyer will say something. This Women Rock Wednesday, man. Y'all know how I do. Kamala Harris carries herself with dignity, and they still call her a hoe. And they call out, and we worried about what Meg Thee Stallion is doing on stage. Thank you, Ed. Now I'm ready. When I got the Rev telling me hallelujah, I'm ready. Hey, Rev, watch this. It doesn't matter how you carry yourself. It doesn't matter about your accomplishments, about your resume. It's not about your accolades. They will never see you as human beings. So you better get your head up and keep your head up and keep doing what you're doing. Listen to me, and I'm going to help you. And I'm going to help y'all. You young women out there, I'm finna help you. Because Mr. Hatter don't like all that old twerking everywhere. I don't like it. But let me tell you something. As the facts change, the truth change, baby. Robert Hatter is a man enough to come and say, hold on, baby. I don't like it, but hold on. This is what I'm going to tell you. Right now, you better shake that butt all you can. You better show all that butt you can. You better do it while you can. Do what your body while you can now. Because that handmaiden tales is on the way. If Trump get elected, y'all will be walking around here with a poncho and a parachute on in just a few months when he in office. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you. Did y'all hear what I just said? All you men on the group chats talking negative about Kamala. They got a handmaiden on the Supreme Court. Amy Coney Barrett, rotten to the core, handpicked by the Trumpsters. We know she had clothes on last night. You a little bit late. You're a bit late. You're a little bit late to the party. We already talked about she had clothes on. See what happened? Y'all worry about the wrong damn things. Focus on the message. Let me tell you. Let me be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Rappers like Meg Thee Stallion aren't all they have to offer us. It's all some of y'all pay attention to. Meg Thee Stallion is not all we have to offer us, but it's all y'all pay attention to. It says a lot about what catches folks' attention. And although they claim to care about the substance, they ignore all of the oblivious to the fact that at the Kamala Harris rally yesterday, all they talking about Anthony Solomon is Meg Thee Stallion. But at the rally, because I saw it, guess what? It was more than rappers spoke. I just mentioned Quavo. I just mentioned Meg Thee Stallion because that's what the conservative media, that's what the other side, and with these robots, these bots that's on Twitter, that's what they want y'all to know. But guess what? Senators, Ossoff, one of the first Jewish senator ever voted from Georgia, that deep down south Georgia, John Ossoff, and Reverend Raphael Warnock, the first black senator in the deep state of Georgia to ever go to the Congress. They spoke. Woman Nakima Williams spoke. Atlanta Mayor Andrew Dickens and former state representative Stacey Abrams spoke, also gave remarks. And Vice President Kamala Harris. Y'all notice what I called her? Vice President Kamala Harris. That's what we got to put some respect on this woman's name. Let me tell you something. She spoke about tackling price gouging, banning assault weapons. These policies that she already working on right now, if you take your ass to whitehouse.gov and see that she's trying to implement these instead of listening to these clowns on your text message. But let me keep going. Banning assault weapons, passing reproductive rights, making housing more affordable. She's working on that right now. Fighting Project 2025. Ain't none of, I bet you ain't nobody on that group chat with these guys said nothing about Project 2025. They need to be watching the damn Chop Shop. Capping prescription drug costs. They already did that. They capped it at $35 and $35. And the Republicans went mad. Fighting, let me see what else. Fighting inflation and costing more. So now that the twerking has your attention, maybe turn your attention to the substance that I just gave you. Because I know ain't none of y'all, I bet you ain't none one of y'all been on the group chat talking about that. But my partner was in the group chat this morning, y'all. That's why I'm on this right now. He was in a group chat. And he was just telling me, man, it's a shame. These dudes, that's all these dudes. He named their name. Robert Young, you a little late. I had you on the show a little bit earlier. I had video of you. Then I think about Women Rock Wednesday again. Then I think about, y'all watch how I transition. I think about the women's gymnastics team. Winning the team all around gold medal. I was locked in on Simone Biles because you know how they treated her last time, calling her a coward because she was suffering. She said she could, then he was talking to her. That J.D. Vance dude, that dude who's running for vice president on the other side, he talked about her like a dog. See, that's why I keep telling y'all, do your research. Simone Biles did her flow routine to secure the goal. We back in, baby. Jordan Childs bouncing back from falling off the balance beam. She came back and had a great floor routine. She didn't quit on the team, didn't get down on herself. She knew she had to go do something else better. And in the press conference, Ed Russell don't go nowhere. In the press conference, they were asked the question, the girls, what is your team name? Let me tell you what the young girls said. Let me see if I put it up. I know I had my babies up here. Here we go.
Team name.
What's your team name?
Don't say it. I'm not gonna say it. Abbreviate it. Just abbreviate it. F-A.
Is it a swear?
F. Okay. Around and find out. Oh, yeah. You said abbreviate it.
Them young girls have been through so much. Clyde, what's that? Clyde said D-A-O, what is it? Dead on your D-O-Y-A. Dead on your ass. These girls said F around and find out. That's what they said. F around and find out. F around and find out. Them young girls, they done been through something. I'm going to tell you why. I think that was great. They were getting going with the official. They got an official moniker. They call themselves the Golden Girls now because they were the oldest team to win gold medal overall. See, ladies and gentlemen, you can't ask for better ambassadors, better overall ambassadors for our country and better role models to young girls out there than this USA gymnastics team, and they're led by Simone Biles. What's up, Paul? Miranda. Serena was at the thing. Michael Phelps was there. The GOATs was there. They call them lack of talent, lazy, Olympic champions. That's what they call them. People was talking about them. And I just love it. I love it. I love to see that. And they're my women that rock. Kamala, you my woman that rock. Because I got some more. I got to go back there. I'm going to go all over the place, y'all. Because you know what I learned? I told y'all every day I come on this show. I have this unique dilemma. Do I talk about what's trending? Do I go to US, what's the name of that place, what you call it? ESPN, and just look up a topic and talk about it? I don't do that. Let me tell you something. I did that in the beginning. But I grew. I did that in the beginning because that's all I knew. I was new to this space. But I know whenever you get a chance to talk in front of people, you got to be authentic. You got to be yourself. I'm going through this. The Grizzlies bring back Kennard, Luke Kennard. I'm just looking. I ain't seen nothing. Bradley named President Cup, assistant captain Keegan Bradley. USA basketball gonna come on soon as the show is over with. It's unique, and I don't take it for granted. 2 years ago today, I was on the show. 2 years ago today, it's been 2 years since the legend Bill Russell has passed away. Naismith Hall of Famer, 11-time NBA champion. Let me repeat that again, 11-time NBA champion. 5-time MVP, 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, NBA anniversary team, the 25th anniversary, the 23rd, the 35th anniversary, the 50th anniversary, the 75th anniversary. He was on all of those teams. This number 6 is retired on all NBA teams. You can't wear 6 on this team. This man, he's gone but not forgotten. I had to give y'all that. That's my man. But y'all, there's something happening out here, and y'all killing me. They're killing me. And I don't know what's wrong with these bald-ass Negroes like Stephen A. Smith. And y'all know I don't like to talk about somebody, but this man did something yesterday on his podcast. And y'all, let me tell you something. I got to play. Now y'all got to understand. I looked up. This man has been spoke to all of our clients before. We flew him into the Bahamas. He was a guest of ours. He spoke to our clients. This was years ago now. He was a different Stephen A. Smith. I told y'all, I don't know this guy right here. This ain't the same guy I met. And but he said something the other day that I got to share with y'all because it's a lot of disinformation and missing. And I want to I just want y'all to listen to this for a minute. So y'all listen to this.
So why didn't you tell us beforehand? Surely you must have had an idea that people would have reacted to this. You had conservatives talking about how they had their children watching the opening ceremonies and didn't know that's what they were going to see. And I saw some of the dancing. I'm an adult. I saw some of the dancing that was going out there. I saw somebody, just because you paint somebody in blue don't mean they ain't naked.
Can I pause that a second, ladies and gentlemen? I had to put me up on the screen because I just said a minute ago, people worry about the conservatives. What they gonna think about? What's with this clown? This dude said, excuse me, Lord. He's not a clown. I'm sorry. Watch this.
At conservatives.
Yeah, there we go.
Why didn't you tell us beforehand? Surely you must have had an idea that people would have reacted to this. You had conservatives talking about how they had their children watching the opening ceremonies and didn't know that's what they were going to see. And I saw some of the dancing. I'm an adult. I saw some of the dancing that was going out there. I saw somebody, just because you paint somebody in blue don't mean they ain't naked. That person that was in blue was naked. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Nope.
They were naked. There was no warning here. It's not required for the adults. I get that part. But opening ceremony of the Olympics, you know a bunch of people.
I'm tired of listening to him. Y'all go get it. I'm not finna play 4 minutes of that. I just can't. But what he was saying is, it's the Democrats' fault that happened. And he's going to have a problem in the election because the Olympic Committee from France, who control what goes on. I thought it was terrible, but France controlled it. Go, if he did his research, and go to Peacock and look up how did this stuff arrive. They got a group of French people, ain't not now one of them black, went over there and they construct their opening ceremonies. They had nothing to do with no damn Democrats over here. Nothing. But he playing, y'all, hold up, I got to show y'all this.
So why didn't you tell us beforehand? Surely you must have had an idea that people would have reacted to this. I'm here in the United States of America. I don't know what elections are going on elsewhere or when they're scheduled for, but I know in the United States of America it's scheduled for November.
What's this got to do with elections?
And what I'm saying is, I know that when people go to the polls, there's usually one overlapping dominant issue that influence who they vote for. So what if all
Somebody
of a
help me,
sudden
Corey.
Roe v.
Somebody
Wade,
help me.
immigration, and the economy suddenly didn't become the priority that religion is? What if folks decided to go to the polls because
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. What has this got to do with the election? Maybe somebody see it the way he sees it. Somebody help me. How in the F is something in France that they planned 10 years ago somehow negative for the Democrats in the U.S.? That dude is an op, man. This is so stupid to me. The opening ceremonies gonna get blamed for the Democrat, on the Democrat. How? We thank you for Crystal. I'm glad you say, because everybody else ain't said nothing. They just sitting up here just. They probably love Stephen A. I like Stephen A. too, but his words are it's freaking terrible. It's gonna have a negative impact on Jay Jackson. I need somebody to say something. Don't just listen to me. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. Maybe y'all feel the same way. If you feel the same way he feels, then tell me why. What is he? What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Will you take your ass and go and look at the whole take yourself? Herb, I ain't got 4 minutes. Go now. You can go off this show. You go look at it for 4 minutes and you come back. I'm just telling you, I just got tired of hearing it. Just so I got a troll on the line, I'm gonna play this shit. So I hope you got some comments after I play it, because I don't have time to do this. But since you're trolling me, this for the troll.
So why didn't you tell us beforehand? Surely you must have had an idea that people would have reacted to this. You had conservatives talking about how they had their children watching the opening ceremonies and didn't know that's what they were going to see. And I saw some of the dancing. I'm an adult. I saw some of the dancing that was going out there. I saw somebody, just because you paint somebody in blue don't mean they ain't naked. That person that was in blue was naked. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Nope.
They were naked. There was no warning here. It's not required for the adults. I get that part. But opening ceremony of the Olympics, you know a bunch of people were watching that with their children. And some people don't want their children seeing that. Whether you like it or not, folks have a right to want their children to see and not see what they choose. I don't have a problem. Remember, I'm a conservative with my dollars. I'm a liberal every other way. I'm liberal. I get it. I'm cool. But I know tens of millions of conservatives won't be. And there's an election coming up. And as I was explaining to my man Michael earlier during the commercial break, when people go to the polls, because I'm here in the United States of America, I don't know what elections are going on elsewhere or when they're scheduled for, but I know in the United States of America it's scheduled for November 5th. And what I'm saying is, I know that when people go to the polls, there's usually one overlapping dominant issue that influence who they vote for. So what if all of a sudden Roe v. Wade, immigration, and the economy suddenly didn't become the priority that religion is? What if folks decided to go to the polls because I either love what I saw or I can't stand what I saw? You ever think about that? I don't think they did. But the conservatives did everywhere. And who knows how they'll react to it. But in closing, one of my boys, who's a staunch Republican, who I made go to the polls and vote for Obama back in 2008, by the way, he always says something to me that I can't escape. He said, liberals, progressives, Democrats. He said, y'all argue, y'all fuss, y'all fight, y'all protest. He said, Republicans, we just go to the polls. We ain't got nothing to say. We roll right up to the polls. That's what he said. And then I remember Cat Williams doing his stand-up. I think this time it was from Jacksonville. And he talked about after Trump won the election in 2016. And he said, you had folks at the polls like they knew something nobody else knew. And they just take one step at a time, like just stepping closer and closer to the polls with a pep in their step because they knew what they were going to do. When it comes to politics, every little thing matters as an election approaches, especially religion. And whether it was their intent or not, a religious outrage was sparked. Only time will tell what kind of effect this truly has on an election. But it's a thought worth thinking about.
I hate, and I apologize for having to play that for y'all, but some people who didn't understand it because they say I was stopping it too many times. I hope you understood why I was stopping it. Now, I know what I'm doing over here on this side. Got a pretty good grasp of it. He worried about what conservatives think. Like you people worried about what conservatives think about Meg Thee Stallion. But thank you, Ed Russell. That's the point I was trying to make. Thank you. Let me put it on the screen. What has if late, and I tried to give you some context, because he blaming the Democratic Party for, if you got Peacock, go to the app and they're gonna say they're making a Paris, something like that. They're making the Paris. What's the name of it? You know, where my phone at? I got it. If you get it, if you got it. Let me see, Peacock. Okay. What's his thing? Hold on. What's his name? It's the first thing that came on, pop up on you. The making of the Olympic Games in Paris. And you see the people that was over it and every detail. Did y'all know they had to clean that nasty ass, the Seine out? The Seine, if you ever been to Paris, the Seine, the river, the Seine River, it runs through Paris. I mean, romantic spot. They got the key lock. You can lock you over one of the bridges. You got the lock. Go down the Champs Elysees up to the Arc de Triomphe. This they had to clean that nasty ass place out. They couldn't even swim. The triathletes couldn't swim. There's too much algae in it. The triathletes couldn't even perform because they were supposed to swim in the Seine. So they had to do all of this stuff. The French controlled all of that stuff. But this guy is an opt. That's what I'm trying to say. He coming and saying, what is he saying? The Olympics, I like the Olympics. I didn't look at the opening ceremony. I did not look at the opening ceremony. I thought it was weird. That man riding on the horse. Well, I said, "Whoa, be hell, a pale horse." I thought that was weird. Lady Gaga was weird. She said no. She takes hers, but not one way, not one. What did that have to do with the? I didn't like it. I didn't blame it on the Republicans. But this guy, I just. But a lot of y'all listen to him. So I have to address it. Y'all, I did not want to address this. Several people called me and said, Rob, address it. See, and I'm just watching how sports is. We in a situation where we got people who are over these kids, should be over these kids. I hate to say it. No, I don't hate to say it. Because when we were in youth sports, I'm just talking about me and I always talking about get the guys off the streets, get them doing something else. Get them to doing something else. I said, man, I'd rather for them to be in the gym than breaking in your house. I'd rather be in the gym than them still in your car. So everybody need to play. I don't care if you're getting a scholarship or not. Get out there and play. You learn teamship. But we got to get better people that's over these kids. Those are some terrible people that's over these kids. When we are in youth sports, the objective used to be is to keep streets away from the kids and teach kids something other than the streets. Nowadays, the streets is all up and through the youth sports again. Again, adults failing kids. Let me show you something.
Diamonds on me dancing. Can't wait till the crystals, baby. Let me take a picture, baby.
I ain't gonna play too much because I don't want to the copyright thing. I don't know if that song copyright written or not. But them kids, there's a lot of cussing and talking about some hoes and all that kind of stuff in this song. In them little babies in. Again, adults are failing our kids. And we won't talk. Y'all scared to talk about it. Oh, man, he just like that, man. That was some people called me man, he just like that, man. Got a dude in your neighborhood just raping all the young girls. Oh, he just like that, man. Barry. Something else I want to talk to y'all about later. That finish all that? Just making sure I don't go all week without talking about it. Shout out to U of H. What? They in the Final Four of the TBT that's going to be in Philadelphia. I might have to go up there and support them. Shout out, that TBT is hard to win, man. It's wanna go home. Man, how did you see how hard they played last night? That Rob Gray, I didn't think much of him as a player at U of H. I didn't. I just didn't. I couldn't measure what was in here. Because people was talking about he going to the league. And I didn't think much of him as going to play in the NBA. Robert, it's scary. You're right. It's scary. I got to show y'all this because I don't know where y'all get it. That's why I tell you to share the show. Somebody need to know it's somebody out here doing their babies like this. You see them shaking that ass? So did you see them little boys? Yeah, I'm going back and forth, y'all. I'm talking about U of H and I'm talking about Sam and then I'm talking. Y'all, I'm bothered by this. I got a question. Shout out to Vernon Dean Foundation again. Thank God I'm around some people and think enough to put me on the board so we can reach some of these. We went to the juvenile detention center, had a basketball camp there. Them the kids that need us. Had a football camp after a hurricane. And 110 kids show up. And they got taught financial literacy and talked about how to deal with mental health and anger management and anger. But then I have to see this. You feel me? I got a question. All my instructors and teachers out here. Do we have a ministry here in Houston? Do we have a church? Do we have a ministry in Houston that assists teachers as they go back to school this week? Do we have a ministry that give you teachers boxes this big and this big with supplies and everything to decorate their room? Do we have? We got to have it for next year. Do we have a ministry already? If there's one in existence, we just gonna try to help them. I saw a particular ministry in the Atlanta area that teach 500 teachers just pulled up to their church and got the biggest boxes and the box just to make sure they have just 500 teachers. Do we have a ministry like that? Y'all got to realize, and the reason I'm saying this, he talking about too many grown folks being friends with these kids. Yes, absolutely. Who else said something? But that was Lionel Rogers. I put it up there. But Lionel, I'm trying to inform you. Even Stephen A. Smith, his messaging was so wrong, but he reached so many people and he's so powerful. And somebody might listen to that stupid stuff. So y'all, we got to combat it. That's why y'all got to share this show. So somebody, cause I'm the only one combating it. I know the other shows y'all watching, have they combated it yet? What he's saying, he's on a platform just like this platform, saying that. What's up, Thaddeus Moody? Man, you've been missing this, partner. I've been needing you, Thaddeus Moody. But y'all, do y'all realize this last year was the highest amount of teachers' resignations in recent history? Teachers, instructors, I thank you for what you do. I honor you. I salute you and I celebrate you. Teachers. So anybody tell me, if you know something, do they have a ministry? Do we have a place that pulls at least 500 teachers up to in the back of the church, and they give out all of this stuff. Do y'all have that? Do y'all have that? If we don't, we need to get it. Shout out to Sophia. I met a young lady named Sophia on the plane. Looked around, we was just talking. And we just talking. You know, we had an empty seat, but I don't know how we just got to talking. I don't know what happened. And she's from the Rio Grande Valley, or where she works out there. That's where I think with SpaceX, some space centers out there. And she's an engineer at the space station. She invited me to come to watch the launch because I told her my fascination for space and flying planes. Shout out to her. She's tall, 6'1". Little young white girl, young, nice, and just so. She's from the UK. She's serious. You know. She tall, but she ain't played a lick of basketball. Now she's sending rockets to space. Y'all get that one. Y'all get that one. Y'all get that one later. I'm sorry. Y'all make sure ain't nothing on my nose. I'm sorry. Then I thought about, when we fight, we win. Because them guys on that group chat, it's got to me a little bit, because I know a lot of the guys. They're on the group chat. And I wish they was watching this show. One of them do. But we fight to win. That's what Kamala Harris said the other night. We fight to win. And like I said, Beyonce gave her permission to use her song Freedom. And Beyonce is an indelible brand. This isn't her husband now, playing footsies with the owners of the Patriots and getting all bemused. This ain't the same thing. And of course, nobody should be listening to Sean Carter on these issues and on this stuff anyway. Him, 50 Cent, any of them, just like Malcolm said. Unless they come with their story. See, everybody got a story. Meg Thee Stallion, she had a story. She's been an advocate for women and not people telling me what to do with her body, any woman's body. And I know you dudes like to tell women what to do because they got a nice body. I understand. I understand the dynamic, gentlemen, but you can't tell these women what to do with their body. Like I said, Beyonce is an indelible brand. If we got the K-Hive and the Beehive together, the K-Hive, that's Kamala Hive, and the Beehive together, how much, I was thinking about how much is the licensing value of that endorsement. Beyonce don't hand out endorsements and let people use her songs. Her songs are valuable. The only thing now that I wish, it's Women Rock Wednesday, right? Is if Taylor Swift and Beyonce lock hands and form the Wonder Twins, it'll drive the rest of them hillbillies crazy out there. Y'all, this momentum and this enthusiasm, it feels like 2008. Y'all got to understand, I was there. I was in the thick of 2008. Obama first came to Houston. I was in the line, one of the guys shaking his hand. And I told him, ladies and gentlemen, I have never given no money to a presidential candidate ever, and no candidate in my life. I said, it's blood on this money. And that man looked me in the face and said, man, we're going to win this thing. He didn't say, well, with the good Lord willing. No, he didn't say that. He said, we're going to win this thing. That's before he went to the Iowa caucus. Remember, he came to Houston first. But he was so self-assured. Think about Joe Madison. He get this ceasefire done. See, y'all. They I'm watching the Republicans. They are not campaigning to win because they haven't gave you no issues. They trying to hide behind the Project 2025 and said somebody else in the Agenda 47 is, they're not campaigning to win. They're plotting to win. They want to discredit her and call her all kinds. Like my man Terry Anderson said. He said something about being a black man. I can't have no white man talking about her like that. Some of y'all might be all right with it. I just can't do it. Because I've been hearing things, y'all. I've been hearing things. See, I told y'all. James Baldwin said, to be a conscious black man. A lot of y'all just not conscious. It's all right. But be a conscious black man. In America, you're in a constant rage all the time. If we can flood the voting booths to make this a decisive win, we can't make it close. North Carolina, if we can take Florida, Obama did it in 2008. And see, I don't like this thing, the man calling a child. She's a childless cat lady. That's what the J.D. Vance, the other side. See, have y'all gave me one policy? Somebody, one of you Republicans out there, black Republicans out there, one of y'all tell me what policy are they running on? What have they said instead of calling this woman a lame? Watch this. Many of us as men, listen, were adopted, raised, taught in school, nurtured in houses of faith, mentored on a job, guided in our careers, supervised by, and are married to a woman. This anti-woman thinking undermines men's masculinity and humanity. Let me tell you what this white man came on TV and said the other day. Y'all got to hear this. Please let me find this one, Robert. Don't let me not find this. Listen to this, y'all.
Any man would vote Democrat. It's not the party of virtue, security. It's not the party of strength. It's definitely not the party of family. And to be a man and then vote for a woman just because she's a woman is either childish, that person has mommy issues, or they're just trying to be accepted by other women. And I heard the scientists say the other day that when a man votes for a woman, he actually transitions into a woman.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's what the science says.
That's science.
Fox News. And I got something worse, y'all. This is appetizer. I told y'all need to share the show. You know what I was thinking about? Y'all had a little dream the other day. Okay, you know I'm dream. But I dreamed she was elected. Kamala, Vice President Kamala Harris was elected president, right? On inauguration, y'all got to realize inauguration day falls on MLK Day, 2025, right? And she'll be sworn in by Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. So the first black woman on the Supreme Court justice, first black Supreme Court justice, first black woman Supreme Court justice was sworn in the first black woman president on MLK Day. Y'all had this dream. Martin Luther King had a dream. I can have a dream too. What's up, Jimmy?
What I missed?
It's
What I
Women
missed?
Rock Wednesday, man. I just talked about my powerful women, man. Unlike some of these guys on these group chats that I'm not a part of. You know, I don't like group chats. Hey, somebody put me and you on a group chat this morning, and did you notice I did not reply? But what I replied said, man, I don't know. I just don't. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Unlike other people, uh, I support your kids. I talk about them sometimes, you know, but I'm not. I, I don't live to talk about your kids. I don't live to talk about your basketball players. I try to teach. I try to teach you and your kids how to communicate. I try to communicate life into y'all. Let y'all know it's something bigger than a basketball. Something bigger than all balls. And but yeah, people going back and forth on the group chat. I said, man, I can't do this. Guess what? I was working, so I couldn't do. I don't even know what was said yet, y'all. It was so many threads. I don't even know what was said. I don't know if you're gonna talk about that today or not, Jimmy. Because I didn't. It did. I don't know what was said, but I did see something the other night, and the other night on TV. And have anybody seen the George Gervin story on on NBA TV? Y'all, it's a great watch. The George Gervin story. He almost ended his career. He knocked this white boy out. I could have killed him. From Roanoke, he played for I think one of them Michigan teams. He sprung on him and knocked him out, and his whole life changed after that. Man, it was if anybody have a chance, it was eye opening. I think everybody should take a look at it, especially in the summer basketball community, and watch how one thing can almost change your life. Um, but we just got to do better. We got to do better. What's up, Jimmy?
Oh man, shoot, just grooving along. Of course, getting ready for the USA basketball tip off against South Sudan. That takes place in approximately 20 minutes or so, maybe 25 minutes. So that's the highly anticipated. All of a sudden, this game has become highly anticipated. Um, and really and truly, I believe South Sudan is to me appears to be in a no lose situation. If you ask me, I don't. I mean, they've already. This is their first time competing in an Olympics. South Sudan and hell, Luel Dang is the the GM of this program from South Sudan, and from some of the reports, you know, he's actually went into his pockets to help fund a portion of this project with these young men whom are participating, and which is awesome. I don't know if they've advertised or now or presented that topic in any of the game conversations. But Luol Deng, man, that's awesome, and he's not the first, nor do I think he would be the last African and native who are taking care, and doing such things for their fellow countrymen. Uh, like I said, this team they played USA to within 1 point in their last meeting, but this is a more meaningful game. Uh, South Sudan don't have to beat United States today and still be and have a chance to advance. USA must win this game because morally, even if they was to lose and proceed to win the championship, the gold medal, it still would be tainted or scarred or scuffed with an L on their resume, on their Olympic resume. So, excuse me, excuse me, guys. This is why it's so important for USA to not just win today, but they need to dominate as they have against Serbia in the recent game, and we'll see how this thing transfers.
But Jimmy, what if they can't dominate against all this length and all this height? These guys are professionals too now.
Yeah, but the bar's been raised because a lot of the conclusions or the pre-conclusions were conceived by a lot of people without even reminding us at every turn, hey guys, don't panic. KD hasn't played yet. With KD, we have all been shaken back into reality of how much of a threat he poses on this, or he can pose on this court, because of his length, because of his expertise.
But Jimmy, do y'all realize how good this Sudan team is?
But do you realize how good this USA team is supposed to be?
But
so
tell me how good they're supposed to be. You got. I'm gonna tell you why I said it.
How good?
Are you comparing them to the Dream Team? You're not comparing.
Hold on. So how good they're supposed to be, meaning that
they lost the World Championship. Now they lost that last year.
Oh no. Okay. This unit, you thinking about the jersey?
No. I'm talking. Okay, but this unit right here, this unit ain't played together but 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, so this unit ain't lost nothing yet. This unit.
Okay.
So this unit has been. They wasn't compared to 2002. They wasn't compared to 2006. They wasn't compared to 2010. They were compared to 1992 out the gate, and nobody said. Oh,
you know why they shouldn't have? In 1992, they played against a few NBA players. There wasn't that many NBA players on the other team. Let me finish. Now you got about 89 or 80-something NBA players you playing against in this thing now. It's different than 92. 92, the best player you played against was Tony Kukoc. Now the best player you played against is Joker. Let me tell you what happened in that game the other night. You talking about in Serbia. In the 31 minutes Joker was in the game, they were even. In the 9 minutes he was out of the game, the USA won was 23-6, something like that. So I didn't realize Joker was that damn valuable until the other day. When he was in the game, Jimmy, they were tied. When he out of the game, they lose 26 or 29, 20-something to 6, something like that. I said, what? He make that big of a difference. Jimmy, this world done caught up. That's why I'm not surprised. Jimmy, if them boys mess around and beat USA today, I wouldn't be surprised. I just wouldn't.
USA is going. What's the line on this game? You got.
I don't know the line. I don't look at the line. I'm talking about me. I don't look at the line.
No, but right now that's part of reality. That stuff matters.
It's part of your reality. It's not part of my reality.
It's a part of sports reality.
Jimmy,
and it ain't going nowhere no time soon.
But Jimmy, you already know I don't go by the norm.
So the line is 29.
The other line was 43.
I laid at 29.
Whoa. The other line was
29. I laid at 29 down today.
Well, go on, lay it down. I'm not laying shit down. All I'm telling you is,
I laid at 29.
All I'm telling you is, the other line was 43.
Yes, and guess what? There's a lot of lines.
You'd have laid it down and got your head tore off the last time.
That understand something. That happens. Hell, that happens. Lines. Somebody's going to cover and somebody's not going to cover.
So it's not a reality, Jimmy. It's not a reality then.
It's a reality. I mean, they're for betting purpose. They're measuring sticks. That's what lines are. It measures somebody have an opportunity to win depending on which side you choose to take. They don't make you take the 29. They don't make you give the 29. So that's why I say it's a part of
29 and a half. I don't go by the line. I just said the world is caught up, man. That's all I'm telling you. Y'all refuse to just believe it. They done caught up.
So what do you mean you say the world has caught up?
These teams in this thing ain't thinking about the USA, man. They think they can beat the USA. It used to be didn't feel like that, Jimmy. I'm telling you. Royal Ivy sat there and said, man, we can compete with these dudes. I thought he was lying. I said, man, y'all die. Hold up. I'd use your line. But the line is 43. I'll never use that shit again in my life. And they badly beat them by 1. Let me tell you something. If LeBron don't be a hero and get beat by 1, man, this ain't that. Then I watched Germany last night. Them Wagner brothers and Little Ugly. All I'm saying, these dudes that you trying to talk about, so they better come to play. I ain't saying they're going to lose, but they better bring their. They can't come out there with about Jason Tatum like that. Jason Tatum didn't play. So. They can't come out there with that.
So, if the USA wins this game and proceeds to win the gold medal, I'm trying to figure where does that justify that the world done caught up?
It showed me that other night the world done caught up. When they got beat out, they were supposed to get. Hold up, listen to me. They were supposed to blow this team out by 43. Cause you the first. Hold up, here you go. What's the line? That's the reality, Jimmy. That reality story you just said, it wasn't true.
It's because for betting purposes, man.
But you said it's a reality, and I'm telling you, it's not a reality.
I'm saying the reality, Hatter, is not the 43 points. The reality is there's going to be a measuring stick on every game that's played professionally.
Sometimes you win and sometimes you don't.
But no. You have the option to go either way with your money. That's what I mean. I'm not talking about the 43 points or the 29
You talking about betting.
I'm talking about betting.
Okay.
It's a part of reality.
Talking about betting.
That's what I'm saying. So you twice.
But I brought the damn thing up, and you always hijacking my damn narrative.
But in you bringing it up, you inserted me into that and saying that what I'm saying about
you just hold up. I said the world is caught up. No, it hasn't.
The world haven't caught up. There are players now that play in the NBA and have excelled. There was people that excelled in the NBA internationally before.
Who? Who?
What, foreign players who excelled in the NBA?
They played on another team over there. Who?
You just mentioned one this while ago. You mentioned Tony Kukoc. Dragan Petrovic was another one. Well, I still choose. What do you mean, Dragan? What do you mean? That's an all-star.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer.
Man, come on, man.
Hey.
Yao Ming was another one. I can go on and on. There was several guys.
You ain't went on and on. You named me 2 names.
Man, come on. Dragan Petrovic was a star, an all-star.
No, he was not. He was all right.
No, he was not.
He was all right.
No, he was better than all right, Hannah. Manu Ginobili was another one. I can go on. Come on, man. We had stars before now. It just so happened.
You coming back to my history. I'm talking about before, because I compared the dream team. I just stay on time. I stay on that. You know what? Let's talk about something else. Because you can't talk about this.
A thing that you have to realize, a lot of the superstars and the mega stars from those other countries back in yesteryear, back in the dream teams era of Olympics, was that the salaries overseas were pretty compatible for some players. The mega star, the face of their leagues, they had initiatives and incentives to stay their ass at home. That's why the old guy Oscar from Brazil, who used to light everybody's ass up in the Olympics over and over and over again. Hell, the cartel was taking care of him. He had no reason to come over here, and they wasn't making $2 million a year over here. Hell, they making that on.
He was lighting people up. The teams wasn't that close. Oscar Smith was lighting people up.
Yeah. there were mega stars. As those mega stars got opportunity, it opened the floodgates for other
So
stars.
Oscar Smith is a mega star over there, but not over here.
We never know. He tried, but when he tested his toes in the water, he was 40-some years old. We never know. Come on now. You
All I'm saying, the world is caught up, and you don't think they have. Okay, let's go. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. I said the world is caught up, and you don't think so.
It's okay. There are players over here now. They voted from over there because our salaries, because of the collective bargaining, the TV deals. Now they can't turn down that money to come and play over here.
You just can't leave. You can't leave it, King. You just can't leave it.
They can't turn them opportunities down.
I'm you just can't leave. I just say it. I said the world is catching up, and you say it's not. Okay, it's okay. It's all right.
I said the world ain't caught up. They ain't caught up with us, with our mega stars.
I said they're catching up. I didn't say they didn't caught up. I said it catching up. Catching up. We got all of this length, and they got the score with this length today. And you saying, and guess what? They might get their head tore off. I don't know.
They gonna beat the snot out of them dudes today, man. Gonna beat the snot out of them dudes.
What if Jason Tatum is pouting, then other people pouting? What if Steph Curry said, I'm going to do like Jimmy said. I got to give him a couple of minutes in the game and mess up the whole thing. I hope Steve Kerr keep coaching his team. That's what I really hope. And not succumb to y'all of you people out here telling him how to coach the team. Y'all get your own team to coach. Let him coach that team and sit whoever he want on that damn bench. He needs to set that big sorry mother on the bench. That's who he needs to set on the bench. How about that?
Joel Embiid knows his time is ticking in regarding to this do or die. He has to put up or shut up, and this is a perfect opportunity for him to do so. Being that he has an African heritage or bone or fiber in his DNA, this would be the perfect opportunity for him to show and prove, because those guys over there.
Yes.
And South Sudan, they definitely want a piece of Joel Embiid more than probably any other person.
Y'all got to realize, Roy L. Ivory is coaching that other team. He know every player over there has weaknesses. He know every player because he's been playing against them. He been coached against them and all his life. He coached with the Houston Rockets last year. Roy, and I ain't saying these kids don't, but I'm just saying, man, when you prepare before the game, it just slows the game down for you. And these kids might go out here saying, uh-oh, KD back now. Because a lot of these kids on that African team, they love KD now. So it might be, I don't know.
Royal Ivy is a fellow Longhorn who's very knowledgeable.
They real good friends.
So, and then guess what? He probably looked at that chalkboard and got on that white wrestling board and say, you know what, guys, we could have beat this team and we still got a chance.
Hey.
But I'm going to tell you right now, we just got to let KD do what he want to do. It ain't no way we going to stop him.
If these dudes don't defend. See, the only thing I'm worried about USA, if they don't defend. If they defending, we good. I'm just scared somebody is going to be Devin Booker ain't going to guard nobody.
It's going to be somebody that's not going to play as well as the next guy no matter what. That's just how.
Jimmy. Defend. You can play defense every game. Jimmy, you don't have to bring no game to play defense. You just got to be there and play defense. You don't have to. Well, I had an off night. Ain't no such thing as no off night in defense. And I just think that y'all don't. I've been watching too much of this stuff. I got the TV sitting right there, so I ain't gonna miss nothing. But I got my swimming. You know I love swimming. I got my swimmers up there now. Them damn dudes from France and Hungary. Oh my God, I can't stand them. They just so fast. About 6'6", 6'7". See, we ain't got no Michael Phelps no more. But no, what else? What else going on?
Other than that, we got the
TBT ain't playing. Hey, did you get a chance to meet the TBT man? Cause I didn't go.
No, he said he's gonna put in the Whitney. I thought he gonna connect with the phone. I know one thing I saw. I sit there and I watched the game. Of course, I had one of the coaches came in town, and so went down there to the Marriott Marquis and picked him up, and then we went and nibbled a little bit for happy hour, and took him over to the cigar bar and met up with Derek Daniels and Eddie Combo and my guy Pop over at the Den on Alameda in the cigar spot, and we watched the game there. And when, of course, Eddie Combo, Derek Daniels, two of the greatest guards to ever come out of the state of Texas in basketball. I think Derek Daniels, I think he still holds the all-time record, the national all-time record for assist in high school right now today. That's been withstanding for since he came out of college, out of high school, like what, in 1989, I think, when Derek Daniels came out. But anyway, um, watched the game over there, and I did notice. I mean, and it's not
What you know?
it's not. There's no way that I'm trying not glamorizing it. It didn't feel right watching the Louisville Kentucky game the night before, 13,000 people in that arena, and then you come back and you watch and we hype. We thinking that we know U of H is going to play this game. We're in historical territory, and you see all those empty seats in the building, and and
That's Houston, man.
I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, dang, $10 tickets, man, and actually you could have got in for lowest like at $7-8, something like that. Hell, they might have. You came after halftime, you probably could have walked right on in if you wanted to. I don't know, but damn, man. I mean, it's like, what else was going on a Tuesday night on July the what 30th July the 30th, Tuesday night? What else was you doing that you have to do? Whereas not come there and get some of that energy and see some of those guys, and just, I mean, that part there just leaves me speechless in regard to the psyche, and why some people why people like the UIL feel that we don't never want to bring a high school football state championship, make you another venue in Houston. Never. While UIL basketball, they thumb up. While now the McDonald's game after this past year, sure, Bronny, they didn't need any help to fill it up. They had Bronny 2 years ago. But after last year with the McDonald's game and the attendance start to, spike downward, how people feel in regard to the iffy about our so-called culture that's being created in basketball. Yes, it's created in regard to the players somewhat, but with the fans, boy, we are hard to incentivize or motivate.
Oh,
to
absolutely.
get out and come out and
The
play.
Rockets games don't be full. They full enough to make some money, because the people that come that spend a lot of money. But the Rockets games don't be full. The Miami Heat games don't be full, because all them be in the club up under the joint. I went there one time when I used to go there. I used to say, damn, ain't nobody in the seat. Then I go, the club full. They got a club inside the Miami Arena, man, if y'all don't know that. Dude, there's thousands of people in the club with sections and eating dinner. So, and Trey says advertising. It could be advertising, but I'm talking about Houston just ain't got a culture, Jimmy, where they just sell out stuff. Look how long it took U of H to get where they were.
And to Trey Phillips' point with the advertisement, I'm not gonna. That's fair, because I'm not gonna just be a proponent. I don't know the guy that runs and operates that. I hinted on it yesterday on the Chop Shop that whoever it was. See, here's how this stuff normally goes. The director of any event director, they're not from your city. They don't know the lay of the land and the arteries which flow through the body of your community. But there are entities that operate as so-called liaisons, or so-called that go and they'll get the deal, they'll find the event, or let's say the Visitors Bureau would be one. The Visitors Bureau will recommend and let them know, hey, we got this event coming, and then that organization for advertising block would go and contact that event operator, or they would recommend them, and they would have different different outlets in their catalog or in their database that they would go and feed those advertising dollars to. Remember how we went through this similar situation when we was at 102.5 FM, amazing 102.5. when they were people that had advertising dollars, and they were going and sending those blocks of money, giving them up during the elections to other outlets. And then they would come and try to swing by the studio, and now they want us to play to retire the side with the bases loaded with no outs in the ninth inning. And this is what happens. We are repeatedly. There are people that go and do events that have no idea that different outlets exist. They have no idea, even though the reach may not be as strong, but still, sometimes you could reach the ones that have the value, that have the spending dollars, and that's all that it take, or have the influence to take to others, upon others, to go and do stuff. So it's like each his own. It's like I say, I mean, I'm quite sure if there's a next time, he should consider a lot of the urban outlets, because many of those people probably didn't even know that it was going on until it was too late.
That's their fault.
And
That's their fault. Forget it. Hey.
Yeah, that's for sure. So the game is it tipped off yet? I mean,
No, sir. Ain't. No. They finna tip off in a minute.
what channel is it
No,
on?
don't tip off to 2. NBC. I think that's what I got it on.
think it's
Yeah, I
on
got it
U-
on NBC.
It's not USA?
I mean, it might be on USA. I'm just on NBC.
Oh, NBC showing like everything, you mean?
Y'all, but when that game come on, everything shut off.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be a cool thing. I mean, I'm anxious to see, because there are a couple of undercurrents that are. I mean, I say undercurrents mean a couple of narratives that are just waiting to explode with this USA basketball team. And I'm gonna tell you something. Whatever, if it's on the slightness side, Coach Kerr, just pay attention to how much blame he is.
Oh, they gonna blame the hell out of him.
Well, I don't think it. I no, I don't think
What?
at first. I think he protected. I think he protected by. I can just tell. I think he protected.
Who he protected by? Grant Hill? Because I'm done with his ass.
It smells like Wimby is protected, because normally Wimby had the first scoop from Coach Kerr after the not playing of my young fellow from the Boston Celtics. Wimby had the first scoop after the press conference. He had his own interview with him after the presser. If you remember that. So he interviewed him by him solo, one-on-one, immediately after that, or shortly after that. Normally, when a person is willing to give you the first scoop in journalism, you can connect.
Oh, you mean Wendy? I thought you said Wimby. His name Windhurst. God, man.
Wendy.
Damn, man. Okay.
Yeah, Wendy. Yeah. So normally, when a person give you the first scoop, no, it's in in the media, in just in relations, you normally got their back. It's a reason they give you the first scoop. Or they give you a breaking news, or they give you something, or they feed you intel. You got that. You're gonna cover them a little bit as far as you can. You can't make it transparent.
Hold up, Jim. You were right. USA and Peacock, but Peacock is NBC, so that's why I got it on both of them. But that's all right. Okay. No, it ain't on yet. It ain't coming on the 2. They got Robbie Hummel from Purdue out here on there talking. That's one of the fattest, moodiest old boys.
Robert from Purdue.
Yeah.
I remember him in grassroots basketball. Let me see what we got here. It ought to be tipping off. I want to watch.
No, it ain't gonna tip off at 2 o'clock. It ain't gonna last 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. That's when it's gonna happen.
I'm ready for it.
Me too. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I got stuff to do. I want to get in the groove of this. I got to make it over to the what they call the driver's license plate. I got to go and get my tags. But other than that, back to the TBT, the game itself, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Fabian White,
wow,
Rod Gray, when they clicking like they was last night, I feel good about this team. I didn't watch the first game, so I can't speak on the Penn State guys. I don't know what you
They
think
good.
gonna happen in
Both of them
December.
good. Both of them good. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. You
Now
and
you
Vegas
know
got
that.
a chance, man.
Now hold on. Now the thing that's spooky. That's why I don't like this. I didn't want the boys to win that first game. You know why? Where's the game being played at next?
Now all of them now. Everybody in Philadelphia is the
I
Final Four.
understand. I know.
Yeah.
So
Penn
where's
State is in Pennsylvania.
exactly?
Yeah.
That means that ain't far from where these guys played. Most of them played
Yeah.
college ball. So
Absolutely.
that means that little 2,000 seat arena that they playing in. It's a great chance that they're going to have an abundance of home court advantage on the Forever Cougs team. That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't want them to win. Now that they,
So they looking good in warm up.
oh Lord, this man say warm ups.
Go Sudan, go Sudan, South Sudan, South Sudan.
In about 2 hours, them dudes from Sudan gonna be going up there getting autographs like they was a dream. They're gonna be getting autographs at this game in a minute. Watch.
They got a hell of a story. Jimmy, Jimmy.
Hey, what you got?
You know, I forgot what year it was. This when I first started really watching Joe Madison. Joe Madison went over to South Sudan, Jimmy, with a whole boatload of money to buy some of the people because they was been held in slavery because they had a civil war, and he was buying human beings and bringing them back and getting them out of freedom and getting them. Joe Madison. That's what started me to looking at him. It's Googleable, y'all. Google Joe Madison in South Sudan. He was going over there actually buying people, and on his radio show talking. He didn't miss his show talking. He went over there actually buy some of them people because they were enslaved. Great story. That's why I cheer for this country. Luau Dane's dad had to flee South Sudan, Jimmy, because he was a member of the parliament. They had to go to Egypt. They went for Egypt, and then they were fear for his life. He went to London, and then they made it here to New Jersey. And Luau Dane, that's how he got to go to high school here, and then go to Duke, go to the Final Four at Duke, and then get drafted by Chicago Bulls. A great story, Luau Dane, and he's funding that team. Jimmy, 100% funding that team. So just in case you people didn't know that, I wanted to share that with them.
Yeah. I mentioned that earlier about Luau Dang is funding it out of his pocket. I mentioned that a few minutes back. And of course, we're talking about USA basketball. They are set to tip off shortly.
They go that Big Sad. They go Big Sad.
Big who?
Big Sad. That's what I call it.
Big Sad?
Yeah, Big Sad. Big Sad. That's what I call it. Pretty Ricky, what they call it. But no, man. What else you got?
I'm gonna tell you what you know. Once again, I'm gonna keep hammering it down all the time because people remind. One thing about these Olympics, and it has been a pretty good measure stick. You mentioned the other day, and you brought up Draymond Green and Harrison Barnes, and they were the last two guys on the bench for the last ones. Well, if you notice, Adam, Draymond Green in those 4 years since has been on his downtick productivity-wise for in the NBA. I understand he still is a good enforcer, and that's what he was on the team. Good locker room guy, good.
Jimmy, as you age, Jimmy, those skills go.
Yeah, but
you can't shoot.
Yeah,
so here it was on aggressiveness and hustle. And Jimmy, when you get old, you can't do all that as long no more.
Yeah, but at the same time,
no, I'm just telling you, your body ages, man.
At the same time, we got a guy named LeBron James.
He don't guard no damn body. What the hell are you talking about?
LeBron James
ain't sat down and guarded nobody yet.
He gets buckets, make plays, and get possessions.
Okay, but he ain't LeBron James.
Okay, I'm just so.
I said he offensively. When you get old and your offense is all right, you can make bad. I said defensively, Jimmy.
My point is that was a reason his butt was on the end of the bench for the Olympics because it had. When you get into those workouts on a daily basis with all that talent, some things are going to separate themselves. Now, I'm wondering, obviously, with the Jason Tatum situation, And I'm wondering if there was a situation. It's probably going to come out. Did somebody? Has Jason Tatum, was he actually, which I doubt it. I'm not bringing this up and saying nobody insinuated, and no, by no means am I insinuating it. But I'm wondering if there was a session or two that Jason Tatum might have been getting his ass tore up in practice. And which I'm saying, I'm not saying asking, but I'm wondering if that later on we was to find it out, then it would probably be understandable why this dude benched him.
Man, this dude is professional. I'm watching him right now. That kid is a professional. I'm going to tell you, I'm loving him more now than then because everything he said was positive. I know because I'm going to tell you, let me give y'all this. And then, we almost. Let me give y'all this. Because somebody called me and said, if he was your client, he said, talk like he your client right now. Oh, I'm hotter than catfish grease. I done cussed out Steve Kerr, Brant Hill, and everybody on the team. And Jerry Colangelo, old ass too. If they had did my guy like that. Because I was trying to be diplomatic. And the dude said, forget being diplomatic. Tell me how you felt. But then I understand. I said, but let me take a look. I'd have been mad and I'd have cussed everybody out. But I know this team is super deep. This team is deep. And the Nike, I hate to say it. I don't want to, but see, I'm going to tell you something, Jimmy. And people was just telling me. A lot of people said, why do they need Embiid? I'm telling you, that's what's going on around the agent circles. That's what's going around. Why is that, Mom? They said, did Grant Hill overreact? Grant Hill doing a little too much. They said, he's from the players around and the agents saying, Devin Booker should have been the motherfucker on the one on that bench. And then they said everybody is kissing LeBron's behind. This whole thing is set up for LeBron to look good. I said, well, he's looking good. This what's going on around. And y'all, a lot of things that people don't know. Jason Tatum just had a baby. And he ain't bring that baby over there. He just had, by the girl, the singer, Ella May, what girl name? What's the singer? Whatever the singer name.
Yeah.
He just had a baby, and guess what? He didn't want to come. But Brand Jordan, NBA, Jason Tatum brand, the boss, he had to go. That man really want to be at home with his newborn. I know how he feel because I'm trying to get on this plane and get back out there to get to my grandson, and he my grandson. So I know how this man feeling, his firstborn, first ever, and he did not want to go on this trip, Jimmy, at all. Because, the babies can't go, and your born babies can't go and be subjected to all them germs.
You see, one of the Olympic participants opened a business that is a nursery for people with kids that are in the Olympic other participants that have kids. She created a nursery, and that's going to be supposed to be.
I wouldn't trust her. I don't trust people around my kid.
Well, I mean, dude, some people have certifications and that stuff.
I don't care.
And understand that all kids ain't the same.
Police got certifications, but they want to walk in your house and tell you to put that pot down and tell you, if you tell them to reboot and they'll blow your damn head. They got qualifications. They'll blow and tell you they'll blow your damn head off. Don't you tell me about it. I don't let everybody keep mine. They can keep yours. You ain't got none. They ain't keeping mine.
Nanny cams all over.
I didn't hear you. You didn't hear what I said. They ain't keeping mine. I ain't telling nobody else what to do. They ain't keeping mine. No, sir. No, sir.
It's a great thought, a great concept, and innovative. And shout out to that black sister who established and came up with that idea.
I don't know her ass. She ain't keeping my baby.
Oh, and she ain't got to keep the baby. It's a
nursery. Ain't she gonna be at the nursery with the baby? Wait a minute. Is she gonna be at the nursery with the baby?
She's a participant in the Olympics herself. So this is understand. So it's not like she's sitting there doing it. It's just whoever the staff or the people that's doing it. She's a participant as well. I can't think of her name.
Man, let's get off this show. This thing for the start, man.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. Hey, we know you're rooting for it right now. So watch this ass whooping. We get what you. Hey, good ones make you go to sleep.
Hold up.
So I expect you to be snoring.
I'm rooting for South Sudan. I'm for USA. Because this is where I live. But I'm rooting for South Sudan.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna slide down Dino's back so we can yabba dabba do this thing, get up out of here. Y'all shatter show on your way out the door. Let Hatter wash his ass with him. So go ahead and go make him a big bowl of foo-foo. And so this ass whipping gonna put him right to sleep in about 2 hours and 15 minutes. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. We ought to be a chop shop. Here we go.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.